Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Nonalisma Deli. I'm from class 5.3. I will explain about material, context, and culture. Okay, context. Context is factor outside a streak of language, other considerations, but relevant to its interventions, the situations, paralinguistic, communications, culture knowledge, other texts, or other part of the same text. Okay, next the factors are many. There are in interpreting a real encounter, tone of voice and facial expressions, the relationship between speaker, their age, sex, and social status, time and place, the degree to which speaker do or do not share the same culture background. Systematizing context, discourse analysis. Discourse analysis is the study of how states of language in context are perceived as meaningful and effect by their user. Three areas of study which contribute to this field are paralanguage, pragmatics, gender studies. Paralanguage, when we speak and not communication through words, language cannot be used for communication without paralanguage. Pragmatics is the discipline which studies the knowledge and procedure which enable people to understand each other's words. Verifies with the applied language Joan scholars as a class of communicative, even with same set of communicative purposes. Culture. Definition of culture. Culture is the convention and procedure including those related to paralanguage, pragmatic, and gender, together with false belief which lie behind them, are elements of cultural knowledge. Cross-cultural communications. It is communication between members of different national or ethnic communities. Related to applied linguistics, it is related in many ways. For example, language planning, foreign language education, and translations. What is considered to be cross-cultural? Clinical linguistics deal with individuals whose communication need import more than one language and more than one set of cultural procedure. Language used in workplace and law courts. Communication involves members of different communities. Communication across different groups with different knowledge and thoughts can be conceived of being cross-cultural. Example, generation, social classes, due to sex, sexual orientation. Translation and applied linguistics. It is impossible to translate a text from one language to another using the same phrase structure, voice, and meaning at the same time. A translator has to choose which events to extract through translation. A smooth, plain text that communicate the same meaning. Culture has to be understood to be able to translate from one culture to another. Translation, culture, and context. Example, in English, the word "you" can be translated to French, but the translator has to decide between the following: first formal, formal second person pronoun, the informal second person pronouns. Example, translation of news headlines between Arabic and English. Which one do they use? Why? The word martyrdom or shahada. Translation, culture, and context. For translator, decisions had to be made all the time on what structure to use, what meaning to convey, and effect to be added to get well understood text, knowledge of context and culture in necessary. Why don't we on method to translate for use. Then human factor that understand culture and context is it missing. Teaching culture. It has long been that the teaching of culture is related to language teaching. However, there are differences. Example, if you want to learn Chinese, then you already have some interest in the Chinese culture and you will be willing to learn it. How about English? Because of its lingua status, English is viewed differently. Different ideologies may reject a culture will in need of learning the language teaching English in Saudi Arabia. Applied linguistics does interfere in such issues, but it would try to give informed insights to help those who will have the obligation to make such decisions. Okay, that I can explain about material context and culture. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.